What's up, guys? So today I have a special guest, my friend Simon here. He's a registered nurse. And today we're going to be discussing a topic, controversial topic. Are weddings worth the money? So yeah, we'll get started right now. What are we talking about?
So let's talk about your wedding.
Yeah, man. So about my wedding, we spent all together around, I want to say, honestly, I don't even want to think about it because I don't really look at it. I let my wife handle most of it because I didn't want to look at the finances. But I want to say we dropped at least around 25 grand, 20 to 25 grand. So if you think about it, our wedding only lasted, what, 4 hours, 5 hours at most? So we're dropping 4 to 5 grand an hour for this moment, you know? So
I'm gonna say it's definitely more than 25,000 easily.
maybe, I don't know.
If you think about it, you actually have to pay for your venue, the vendors, all your vendors, DJ, photographer, florist. I'm not sure if you had one.
No, we didn't have the florist.
Okay, that's good. And then pay for your tux, Justin's
Yup.
dress,
Yep.
and all the other expenses that you don't even think about.
I'll calculate it later. But we were talking about like, wouldn't it be better if you spent that money towards a down payment towards a house or investments, or a vacation? Even taking, 20 grand goes a long way for vacations. You could take like 5 months, 6 months, probably a year-long vacation if you actually spread it, if you use it wisely, right?
I agree. Well, I'm actually in the process. My wife, we actually got married last year. Our wedding got postponed, but we're still gonna have our reception later this year. But yeah, we're saving up right now. Not looking forward towards all the costs, but hopefully it'll be worth it.
Yeah, hey, whatever to make our wives happy, right?
Yep. Happy wife, happy life.
Yep, cheers to that. We're drinking on the show too. So that's the big controversy we're talking about. Like, are weddings worth it? And I think this all comes back down to in the early, I want to say 20th, 19th century, when wedding rings. Wedding rings weren't a thing until some diamond companies started kind of like advertising heavily on, oh, if you want to get married, you have to propose with a diamond ring. And that's how pretty much the whole, ever since then, like, it became the norm that you have to buy a ring, like a very expensive diamond ring that serves no purpose except to say, hey, will you marry me? If you really truly love someone, you shouldn't, right? If you really truly love someone, you shouldn't need any material thing to make it special, right?
I agree. But once again, happy wife, happy life.
I guess so. And then that's the whole marketing
And then meanwhile,
scheme.
us guys, we only have like a cheap,
Yeah, I got this little
ring.
rubber piece. Like, this little rubber piece. You see it? I like it though because it's comfy. But like, this cost me like what? Like, I don't know, like 20
Yeah,
bucks.
but at least if we lose it, I'm not gonna be financially hurt by it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the whole controversy. And like, wedding's the same thing. Wedding became the norm. Like, you celebrate. It's okay to celebrate. I think celebrating is great, but like, I think it became like too extreme when you start dropping like 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand on weddings.
Yeah. So I think you probably spent easily 50 grand on the wedding.
No, it's not
More than
50.
think
No, no, we definitely.
I'm gonna have to
did.
say.
No, I would notice it.
All right, I want to say above or approximately 40.
No, it's not that. I know it's not that much because we calculated because
Nah,
our wedding venue wasn't that expensive actually.
I don't believe
Well,
that.
and also we had less than 100 people because of COVID,
Oh,
so that cut
okay.
down a lot of cost.
Okay, because you had a waterfront venue too.
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad. But that could have gone towards investing and like kind of like a nest egg for our future. So in the end, I think us guys, we think like we rather not have a wedding and use that money towards, I guess, long-term life goals, whether it be investing, down payment in a house or investment property, retirement funds, 401k, whatever it may be. What are your thoughts on it, man?
If you think about it, 50 years from now, you celebrate your 50th anniversary. I think if you look back in time as like a 60-year-old, I think maybe you might think differently about it. But yeah, I definitely think wedding venues are definitely overpriced, especially for those that are just middle income people.
Yeah, I think wedding venues are definitely they're pricey. I mean, yeah, they provide the location and the food,
Yeah.
but man, it definitely puts a big one in your wallet, you know.
Yep, I totally agree.
And yeah, you know, it's just you know, you just gotta decide, is it worth the money for, you know, you to have the wedding, for you guys to have the wedding as a couple, as like whoever you might be, whoever your significant other might be. You guys have to talk it out. Is it worth it? You have to come to the middle. If two parties disagree, you have to come to the middle. If one person doesn't want to do it, other person does. You guys have to come to the conclusion, like, okay, let's meet in the middle. Let's not spend 50 grand on a wedding, but okay, let's go spend 25 grand and let's meet in the middle and celebrate. Because at the end of the day, what's important in life is, you know, the moments in life, the people you spend it with, and the memories you have. So if spending 4 grand an hour, if that makes great, amazing memories, that it might be worth it.
However, if you do have family to help you out with the wedding and you have friends that are pretty generous with their gifts, you know, you might break even. And then you'd be happy.
Yeah, you might break even, yeah.
But in most cases, that doesn't happen for a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, because usually for a wedding venue, you're paying per person for the venue, which ranges from like maybe $90 per person to $200 a person. And that's not including all the vendors. If you include all the vendors and other costs, it might come up to like $400 a person. So each person that's attending would have
Yep.
to give around $400 to kind of break even.
Yep. And I think a lot of people don't realize how expensive the vendors are until they actually send an inquiry to them. Like a photographer could be easily $3,500 to $4,000 just for the ceremony and the reception. DJ could range anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. All depends on the DJ, and then florist could be easily $1,000. So all this stuff adds up, and you don't even know until you make the deposit.
Yep, and then you got your videographer. They range from
Oh,
depending
yeah,
from
that
$3,000 to
too.
$6,000. Some even go for $10,000. You got the venue. So let's say you get a venue for $100 a person, and you invite 100 people. That's already 10 grand right there, not including tax or service charge. Remember that. And then you got, if you want to add an open bar, so we're already at 10 grand. So let's say 12 grand with the service charge. And then you got what, the florist, $1,000, so that's 13 grand. You got your videographer, 5 grand, 18 grand.
And you forgot the engagement ring that you.
Oh God,
Yeah,
the
you have to
engagement
add- you have to
ring.
add that on to
That's
the,
3 grand, let's
yeah.
say 3 grand, 21 grand. What else? You got your photographer. Let's say that's another 3 grand. There's 24 grand right there. What else are we missing?
Invitations, save the dates, all that stuff.
Wedding
adds up
dress.
too. Wedding
the,
dress.
The suits for the groomsmen, and then also the guy.
A limo if you want one.
All the extra costs. So we'll say average of 30 grand. Average of 30 grand for a typical wedding
At minimum.
at
Yep.
minimum. But yeah, anything else, man?
I guess I'll find out after my wedding.
You're still planning it out, right? For most part.
Yeah, I mean, we have everything all set up. All the vendors are picked out. We actually downgraded our venue because of how much it costs. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, as long as everybody has fun, they all dance around, I'm happy.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks guys for watching. You got our opinions on, you know, are weddings worth the money? But yeah, if you guys could do a huge favor, hit that like, subscribe, and like button for me. It'll help out so much, and I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you.